I like being like. Of course, I'm only speculating
Oh,
too.
you're
So it's like I would kind of guess that like intellect sounds great, but at the same time, lacking empathy makes that intellect very assholish, I would assume.
yeah, yeah, it definitely does. But the thing is, we can do basically it's 5 and 4. What do you want to be best at, and what do you want to be second best at? So, I mean, unless you
Oh,
want to give
okay.
more, ugh, unless you want to give your second spot to a one of the physical stats, so that you can balance out a little bit. But I was thinking you wanted to be top heavy on the mental.
uh, I feel like the top one's gonna be empathy. Yeah, let's go with 5 psyche, 4 intellect.
All right, 1 second.
Maybe it's just because like I am in I'm a girl full of estrogen, despite this PCOS ass voice of mine. So it's like I was just like, well, I do be getting in my feelings about stuff.
Yeah, I will say my favorite part of this game is the characters and empathizing with them. So it's not a bad choice. And then what do you want to? Would you rather be faster or stronger?
um, Faster.
All right. Do you want to change these at all, or does this look good? We can knock one of the
I'm
numbers
fine
down
with
and
going with
balance it out a
this.
bit. All right, cool.
Well, and yeah, we're
See,
good. We're,
see, then the
we're
other
good with
thing
that.
is, um, this stat lineup might force us to become racist. Um, because we can't
Wait,
beat up the racist at the gates, so we have to outsmart him using racist logic.
what? Oh no! So we have to out racist the racists.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like I could. I feel like I could pull that off, but like
yeah,
more so in the sense of like manipulating a group into starting some dumbass discourse and then having them argue with each other for hours.
yeah. That's fair.
It's like,
The
oh yeah, go ahead and hyperfixate on this dumbass illogical shit that you're on. Go right ahead.
right. The thing I like about the racism thought, which is I think it's advanced racial theory in Disco Elysium. Um, but the thing I like is that the end sentence of the thought is just because you know the logic does not mean you have to use it to be racist. Because, like, I'm a historian, right? And my favorite things to
Mm-hmm.
study are esoteric shit like the history of Sicily and Malta. I know a lot of this stuff. And hearing the sentence, hey, just knowing this stuff doesn't inherently make you racist, was like, oh yeah, yeah, I can use it to do the opposite if I want to.
Oh yeah, it was like it was one of those things that like kind of kept me grounded when I was learning about um a lot of like National Socialist shit. Like,
Hmm.
it's like just because I know this stuff doesn't make me anything. It's basically how I
Right.
apply it. And like one of those things is being able to know more so that you can inform the people who are on the right side of things. Yo, this is what that looks like. This is
Hmm.
the shape that it takes. These are the code words that they use.
Exactly.
Make sure y'all
What's
know and inoculate your subcultures against this.
like it makes sense that the people who know the most about this stuff are fascists, right? But the people who know the
Well,
second
yeah.
most about it are probably going to be anti-fascists. And once I realized that, then I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay." So I don't have to feel bad for studying people like Mussolini because I'm studying it so that I
Mhm.
can kill Mussolini again. Which, by the way,
Like, you know,
um,
being a metalhead most of my like being a metalhead
oh
most of my
god, oh,
life
I'm
is
so
like
sorry about
I
hearing
ended
that.
up eventually running into. Never mind Pantera. Like Pantera is
Yeah,
just like the tip of the iceberg. But then like you
I'm
start
sure.
like let's say you just want to see what like your discography of your favorite metal bands are. Like there's options of course, but the most common and some probably the oldest one is Metal Archives or Encyclopedia Metallica or something. No,
Mm,
Encyclopedia Metallum. But like that one's like the one where like it's a huge database of bands past and present over the course of forever ago. So it's like you run into some interesting stuff, defunct bands from like your local hole in the wall town, but then like you run into like NSBM bands, National Socialist bands,
yep.
and all of the bonkers ass names and the images and the iconography and the songs and even some that have gotten some prominence. Like that was where I learned
Mm-hmm.
about a bunch of these bands because it's like not so much being interested in them, but it was just like it felt like it was good to know so that I knew what to look out for, which is especially important if you like black metal. Like one of the major like if a seasoned black metal fan will tell you like,
Oh, you cut out after a seasoned black metal fan will tell you.
yeah, it's like like you could say, "Oh yeah, like there are bands like Peste Noir out there that are like, oh yeah, it's French and it's black metal and yada yada, but like no, Peste Noir are fascists. Like
Mm-hmm.
so it's like
Yeah,
fuck. It doesn't matter
and
how
and
good it is now. It's trash because they're fascists.
yeah, and the fascists in quote unquote like liberal countries or even like leftist countries. Like, I mean, France is pretty much definitively the leftist country at this point. You could say Germany, but no, you're no.
Oh yeah, Germany is weird.
Yeah,
Like
Germany is weird. Like, there's
just
a lot of
it's like you never
anti-fascists
really
there
know.
who want to right, exactly. You never really know because Germany is generally quote unquote leftist, but the actual neo-Nazi party is gaining a fuck ton of steam because Elon Musk is, astroturfing it, and like, Jesus Christ, you know, if we get another Nazi party in Germany, then I think their claim to leftist country is over forever because it's like it would be like if we elected Barry Goldwater and then also Donald Trump again. Or if we elected Donald Trump again. Like, no, you don't get to say that America is not a racist country or God forbid an anti-racist country, cuz no, it's not. A lot of the ideals that date back to like the Constitution, independence and Declaration and common sense, yeah, a lot of them can be anti-racist, but it's not an inherently anti-racist country because look around you, god damn it. We need to build another railroad.
Yeah,
If we have to build another underground railroad for another race of people, the country isn't unracistified yet, guys. Sorry. It's just not
unracist.
that. It's fucking like it's just not. It's not. Open your goddamn eyes.
The
Anyways,
de-racistification.
um we're supposed to be building a character. What damn it. What skill do you want to emphasize in these? So, okay, we can either use an extra point to make one of these lower skills a bit stronger so that we can lean on it a bit more, or we can excel at one of the things that we're already really good at.
Ah. I would say take the 1 point off of Psyche and then put it in Motorix then.
Okay. Wait. So you like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, but then we can also choose one of these skills to be really good at.
Oh.
So,
Okay. Um
so do you want to keep this stat line up, or do you want to go back to what it was?
no, I like this. This is fine.
Okay. Sure. And what do you want to do? We can bring
Um
one of our motoric skills up to the level of the psyche and intellect skills, or we can excel at something from psyche or intellect.
I want to say composure.
Composure's a pretty good one. I will say my favorite skills are mostly in psyche, and they're all the mental ones.
Mhm.
Visual calculus is really fun because it doesn't come in handy a lot, but when you do succeed at it, you get like, you know, those like in crime shows when they'll give you like the Sherlock cam and like certain pieces of evidence light up or whatever.
Mhm.
I mean, in Sherlock, it's actually just a bunch of
Yeah.
text on the screen, but whatever. Um, that's visual calculus. You like reconstruct crime scenes in your head. Volition is your ability to tell your brain to say no, pretty much. Let me look at the description. Cool for sane people, well-adjusted cops, and the non-suicidal. Volition urges you to be
That's
a
a
good
really
guy.
attractive quality.
Yeah. So
That's a
basically,
really attractive quality.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty much all of the other skills are self-destructive in some way. Inland Empire is your schizophrenia stat. It's really fun. Empathy is self-explanatory. Authority is funny, but not. there's there's a point at which authority can tell you to put a
Respect
gun in your mouth
junkies.
to. He tells you to put a gun in your mouth to assert authority over other people. And if you're like, that's not gonna do anything, he's like, no, everyone points the gun at the other people. You're a special boy. You're gonna point it at yourself. And then you have to, and it's like, dude,
Mm-mm.
fuck off, authority. Worst stat, but really funny. Esprit of the Corps is fun because it basically gives you like side flashes to your cop, whatever. If I keep going like this, I'm going to describe literally every single one of the skills on this screen. So just,
Yeah.
what do you what do you think?
Damn. It's a toss up between volition and suggestion, but like I'm also like, well, composure.
Well,
I like
suggestion is like,
composure. The idea of composure, at least.
yeah. So cool for diplomats, charmers, and sociopaths. The fun thing about this game is that if you over level certain skills, they will start to be a detriment because they'll speak up too much. Like even volition, you know, your character kind of has to have fun as a person in certain ways. So if you're like, and you can go like stone cold sober in the game, which I often do, but you know you have to find other ways to let that out. You have talk to the gay guy who gave you a bisexual awakening. Or hang out with the teenagers who want to start a nightclub in a tent, you know. And if you listen to volition too much, then you'll start to take like psychic damage because you feel like you're missing out on good experiences because volition won't let you do things. So
Oh. It's like all this being responsible shit is wearing on my mind.
Right, exactly. Or like if you overlevel
That's
composure, then it's like the toxic masculinity thing where you can't show any emotion, and then that gives you damage. And it's a very interesting idea. I really love the skill system in Disco.
that actually hits close to home too.
It does, yeah.
That hits close to home for me
Oh
because
yeah.
it's like,
This.
I'm often in situations where it's like I have to be the one that's not snapping. So it's like, but then in the effort of of being the person that's not snapping, I am I come across as a cold and unfeeling person,
Right.
and it sucks because it's like I want to be. I don't know, like there are a lot of scenarios in which my room to be that kind of just doesn't have the space to do that. So it's like, look, I either
Yeah.
have to thug it through or this whole thing goes down. So like, God,
Yeah.
that's mm,
Yeah. Disco Elysium has maybe the best simulation of a human brain in a video game that I've no ever. It's definitely the best one I've seen. It's maybe the best one ever.
yeah, this looks deep as fuck.
It is. So come on. There we go. So suggestion it makes you good at like suggesting things to people, right? It
Mm-hmm.
gives you the skills of manipulation, but you can still use them to like help people achieve their goals, right? You don't have to use them for your own
I
means.
like that.
As you over level it,
Yeah.
it's gonna tell you and sometimes even force you to use other people like tools. That being said, nothing that we boost right now is going to be over level. You got to get into like way more than 4 and 5.
Damn, suggestion is mad tempting too. Like, even if it's not like some super powerful shit now, it's just like,
Yeah, well, let's do it.
well, the power of suggestion is really,
Let's
yeah, let's
let's see
do
what you
that.
want
Let's
to do.
fuck
Yeah.
with people's heads. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Nothing. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
All right. Do you want to engage with him or just simply keep on non-existing?
Damn it. That's mm,
It's a really hard decision right out the gate, right?
that's hard to see. That's so hard. The amount of time. Ooh,
Disco Elysium is
I
really
wasn't
good at
expecting
giving
to.
you pointless choices that are somehow very difficult.
Like, how are you gonna hit me with something I gotta deal with every day?
And then make it interesting, right?
I know, right? It's like, you could just like keep on non-existing. Just,
All right.
let's keep on non-existing. I would.
It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What do you think?
This is great. This is great.
It is.
Give me some more or something about the ex-son thing?
Give me some more. Give me some more.
Sweet brother, nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
How about you cough up
I
some
like
blood
nothing.
and sweet oblivion? Okay.
I know.
Oh, yeah, cough up.
Oh, there we go. Okay. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Right up, sir. Smooth passage.
All right. Do we want to get off or do we want to... Let's go.
I bet there's gonna be a point where it just like doesn't let you anymore. So I kind of want to see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
All
Alonzi, let's go.
Town to fuck all.
All right. Do we want to? Where do we want to go? The silence, the ancient zero home, or I'm tired of being this type of animal and who gives a shit?
Let's go. Let's visit the ancient zero home.
All right.
Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
All right.
Don't stop. Keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
We don't need to belittle ourselves instead.
Nah, like this feels good. I like this.
The song of death is sweet.
Fuck existing.
But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
All right. What do you think? Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Stop. I don't want to hear anything more about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. Or are we a champion?
I like number 2.
All right. Going back to formless, disembodied nothing.
Existing is for chumps.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
All right. What do you think? Is someone trying? Is our head trying to murder the rest of us, or are we just gonna wonder who does this to their own mouth?
I imagine the ooh. You know, I would probably have someone try to cut my head off. Let's be real. Especially if the headache. Yeah. Help someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound.
Now, before I click continue, do you have any bearing on what's going on here?
I imagine that this is like the nastiest hangover ever.
Yup.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canema motor carriage.
Welcome to Revachol.
Bam.
I'll rotate so that the bulge is not on Twitch for as little possible, as little time as possible. In fact, put on pants.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Alright, and at this point, we can technically walk out of our room if we want to.
I'm curious
shirt,
about the
shoes,
other.
No other shirt. What do you think? We got some. Should
Yeah,
we
let's
pick up
put
the
a
rest
shirt
of the
on.
clothes, or
Yeah, like we
blazer.
don't want to go out here looking.
we got our disco ass blazer. We got a mirror. We can look in the mirror. Oh, we don't know. We don't know what we look like yet. So we're our whatever our portrait in the corner is just the amnesia hole. Oh,
Hmm.
we've got a left shoe and nothing else.
This man looks like
Should we
he
go?
has beyond had it. What the hell is that on the ceiling fan?
That's our tie. So should we get the tie? The best
Oh,
character in the game.
may as well. Just
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Oh no, we only have one health. Oh fuck! I don't, I don't know if we should risk going for the tie.
You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. The blades come squeaking to a
Wild.
halt.
What do you think?
It should be easier
We
to
we
reset
might
to
take
the-
one damage and die from this.
I mean, the odds are high. Let's go for it.
All right.
You swoop
There we
down
go.
and catch the tie. Snap.
Oh hell
It's
yeah!
released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
By the way, I own this tie.
If it's your friend, why was it up there? Who ties their friend to a ceiling fan? Maybe this thing is dangerous somehow. An ominous, foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie.
All right. Well, we've got all our clothes. Do you want to look around at anything else in the room? There's the broken window and the mirror, or we can just leave.
What are those other two dots to your right?
These ones?
Yeah, those.
Those are flavor text.
Yeah, because I'm seeing the
And,
green circle.
and we can get a thing later in the game that gives us experience for clicking on them, so I usually save them for later.
Oh, okay. Well, then go ahead and save them. Let's head out into the big bright world.
Alright. No idea what we look like. Let's fucking go. Or where our right shoe is, for that matter.
Hello, officer.
What do you think? Should we talk to this lady? Or just walk past her?
Yeah, let's talk to the lady. Let's talk to the lady. Let's see how this
The young woman
engagement
raises a
works.
cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Alright. Should we start guessing why she's calling us officer, or just turn our bloated face away from her beauty and just keep walking?
Please, let's go to number one.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Keep guessing or just ask?
Let's just ask.
Alright, then why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure? You're shitting me? Or goddamn right I'm a policeman, and don't you forget it.
Two.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've
Holy
been
sh-
shitting us all this time.
I love how unfazed she is. All this time.
Yeah, she don't care about shit. She's like, this is a Tuesday for me.
Official police business, no less.
Claudia is one of the best characters. Like every character in the game, Claudia is one of the best.
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Alright, should we tell her that we don't remember anything? Ask her who in our their right mind would let us be an officer of the law? Or try the express. Oh, you don't know about the expression.
Oh, I don't know
goodness.
about the expression either, but it's like it could either turn out really nice or not so nice, and I'm almost like, do I really want to start being coming across as a creep now? so early.
You're
At the same
probably gonna come
time,
across as a creep either way. I mean, look at her character. He does not have a right
I mean,
shoe.
yeah. I mean, I've seen people get on with less.
I mean, I
Like
think you do gotta
absolute
have less to get
scumbags have
on.
gotten
That's like
baddies
the
before.
fair. Diddy is real.
I mean, he had yeah. That was slick. That was slick with baby oil. God, I don't know.
I
Let's.
mean, he
All
did.
right,
He did
fuck it.
also have
Like,
money, which helps.
yeah, he had money for sure. So, like, I don't know. Let's go for it because it's like
All right,
worst that
just
could happen is he
right out the
gets.
gate.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Try the
Ooh,
expression.
The fuck?
Why are you still doing this?
I'm at death's door, bloated, a goner, and still. Does the longing ever stop?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
She
Mm.
puts out her cigarette.
Someone who understands.
That's about the best that it can go. To be
Yeah,
honest.
like that's
Something
it could have been worse.
call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She
Without
follows
me?
you, a light glinting off her eyes.
But what if I don't want to
Shit.
ask
Shit.
questions, or before you go, I have some questions?
Before you go ask some questions, now I just want to see how fucky this all gets.
Yes.
Okay, so we can ask a couple things. Most of which reveal that we remember nothing, but this one reveals that we remember nothing to a normal extent after being blackout drunk.
I'm gonna go with the normal one.
Okay.
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music, or tell me something else?
Um, Tell me something else.
Yeah?
Those words, tell me something else, feel like something you've said innumerable times before. Your mouth is the very shape of them.
Let her go, or ask another question?
Yeah, I'll let her go because like it doesn't seem like there will be much to pursue beyond. Like clearly we're in a hotel, and this looks like the 70s, close to the 80s.
The year is 59 with no specified decade. Or century,
Mm.
sorry.
Actually, that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And this is also keep in mind this is Estonian, like made by Estonians. So like
Yeah,
shit
I
like
am
mosaics
largely
on the
unfamiliar with
floor and stuff like
Estonian
that.
anything. Like at
Well,
most,
they
I know
have
one person from Estonia.
I um I know that they were a French colony, but I don't remember if they were Norman French or not. But I do know that like during the Norman ages in Sicily, they like the Normans loved putting mosaics on the floor and stuff like that. So a lot of like 50s design quote unquote 50s design elements kind of come from that with like the tile mosaics and stuff like that. Um, and then also these guys, I don't know, they pulled from like 3 different decades for their retrofuturism. It's really weird, but I love it. Okay. Anyways, okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
we are alone once again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, right? Okay, we can knock on her door.
Oh no.
I didn't even realize you could do that.
Yeah, we've already done enough basic Diddynomics.
Diddynomics. That's a good one. Alright. Our partner Kim is back there, or we can start by talking to this guy. What do you think?
Yeah, let's talk to the guy.
Oh, which guy? This guy or our partner?
That guy, not our partner just yet.
Alright.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me? Look at the stuffed bird.
That sounds mad
Under the-
insecure. Let's look at the stuffed bird.
Competent work of
We
taxidermy.
can also ask him if he's
The
the
white and
bartender.
brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Alright, what happened with the bird? Can we help? It's a great skua, or say nothing?
That's a great skua, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks
Damn.
at the door where there is a man in a bomber jacket tapping his foot on the floor. Oh yeah, this guy really doesn't like us.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
And to be fair, you saw our fucking hotel room.
Yeah.
What do you mean, my buddy? Or I am a cop and I talk to whoever.
Oh,
whomever
I
please.
almost want to be I almost want to be a dick, but I really don't like being a dick to service workers. So
I feel the same way with this guy, to be honest. And once he tells you what you did, you feel even worse if you're a dick to him. So
yeah, let's not be a dick.
because we've been here for 3 days and they've cleaned up our hostel room each of those days. Well, not him, someone else. But
He
what do you mean, my
pretends
buddy?
not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
All right, something tells me you don't like me. Are you the bartender or?
Let's just leave. Cause like, I got the message.
A bespectacled man in an orange jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
All right, best character in
Looks
the
like
game,
He's waiting for someone. You,
except for all the others.
as you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Shake his
Hold
hand.
on. Who is? Do you want to know who he is to us, or just shake his hand blindly? Because that's a
Shake
fair
his hand
decision.
blindly. I kind of want to just go in raw.
Yeah,
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsura,
fair approach.
Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
All right.
Hmm.
Should we try the conceptualization check?
I kind of want to try that one. Yeah.
Oh, we're actually good at conceptualization. It's funnier if you fail this one.
Raphael Gusto.
And that is
So
kind of
cool.
cool, actually.
It is
Raphael
so cool.
Ambrosius Costo.
It's so cool. It's very cool, but won't I come off like a douche if I call myself that? It's very, very cool, but maybe a bit too ostentatious, or just go for it. No, do not consult the voices in your head.
Oh wait, so we failed. Oh shit, I thought it said success.
No. No. Oh, we failed by 1 point too.
Damn. Uh, 3. Let's go with 3.
Alright. It's very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too
You
ostentatious.
instinctively run your hand over the multi-patterned silk of your tie. Its slickness gives you comfort and reassurance.
Don't worry, Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop.
The portrait didn't show up, but that's her tie talking. Oh
Oh,
no!
okay.
Oh, the name showed up. I don't know if he has a portrait, actually. But my name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes. Well,
He doesn't even process what you said, just moves on.
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
This is the thing I love about Kim, is that when you fuck with him, he'll just be like, oh. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
get
okay.
that.
it looks like we had a little.
That's usually the best way to go about life. Like when somebody
Yeah.
just like presents you with something dumb as fuck, you just got to be like, "Yep."
Maybe.
Mhm.
Alright, have we had time to talk to the manager?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Alright, you mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him. No, I haven't. Or there must be some kind of misunderstanding, or...
I mean, I
Chris,
guess
you're taking me for someone else.
I mean, if that's the guy, then yeah, we talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt.
He
to
sounds
show the
French.
Police are finally here,
Yeah.
in full force. I mean, have you
That's
mapped
the
out
Estonian
initial
coming out.
interviews?
Estonia is very proud of... Well, these devs, at the very least, seem to be very proud of their French days. Which, to be fair, I'm proud of the Sicilian French days, too. I love the Normans. Aside from Sicilians, my single favorite group of Europeans. Anyways.
we've been faking it till we make it so far. I think
Yes,
3 will do.
Alright.
I have yes.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's.
Oh, thank God. He's the smart one. He's really the smart one.
Oh, yeah. Very quickly, you will learn why everyone says that Kim is the best waifu. And it's not because of any actual waifu reason. It's just because Kim is the best fucking character. Like,
That's the guy that's got
No.
your back.
right. He's not my favorite character in terms of, like, personalities or whatever, but he is the single best person to have Harry's back right now. Okay.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Oh, God. Okay. Dead body. I don't like dead bodies. Look, man, you know, yeah, no, or completely.
Ah. I feel like he's the kind of person that doesn't do shit. Part of me wants to be like, yeah, just cluelessness. That one I'll
Dead
allow
body.
for some cluelessness.
Alright.
No.
Next option.
So,
Alright.
the body is still in the tree.
By the way, I've tried this. Every single option in that dialogue tree leads back to the previous one until you admit the truth to him.
Oh shit.
This first interaction is one of the... It's basically the game telling you, hey, you can't bullshit Kim. Like, you don't want to, but also, he won't let you.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Alright. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
So that body really was in the tree. Like, it wasn't like one of those
yeah.
things where it's like, if you selected yes, it would have been like down already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's...
So
Yeah, and by
so
the way,
we're still
I'll say it
assholes.
now.
We're not.
Yeah. I'll say it now.
Oh, go ahead.
I will also say it before we walk into the backyard. But trigger warning, there is a dead body hanging from a tree.
Ah, yes.
He's a security guard. He's a white man, so he wasn't lynched in the American sense, but he's been lynched.
Yeah.
Anyways. Just wanted to make that clear in case anybody watching is whatever.
Yeah.
So, what do you think dialogue wise?
I don't want to admit that we don't remember anything. 5.
All right, just get going.
Yeah.
I will say, there are some people that you can admit. In fact, most people you can admit that you don't know anything to, but it's gonna have long-term implications if you say it to Claudia, which is why I gave you a pause there. But like, Kim, it will make more sense to Kim when you start doing things. Or certain things if he knows that you don't know anything, but also he'll figure it out on his own because he's smart. So either way, however you want to play this version of Harry. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry. Accidentally spoiled nothing.
I mean,
7 different names.
The name is not that deep. Like, it's not major plot points.
No, it is.
Oh.
But also you can, like, this is a game where you can choose your own name among several. So like you can tell the game, no, my birth name, the name that's on my my badge, that's not my name. I am Tequila Sunset, or I am the Icebreaker, or whatever.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And besides, right now we're Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau, so I just misspoke.
Yeah. So
most of my versions turn into Harry's, but we can definitely be a Raphael.
Yeah, I mean, I could kind of see a Raphael. Like, I've seen the dude's portrait. Like, Harry sounds like really, really American. That's like American in the 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that's a cop named Harry. That makes sense.
I think
it's probably got like a nagging wife and shit too. She's already about to start cheating.
I think the name Harry might even be a localization decision, or maybe not localization because the devs seem to know enough English to like do wordplays in English and stuff, or wordplay in English and stuff. And whatever, but like, I think it was a decision to reference Dirty Harry. Because
that makes sense.
This guy kind of seems like a modern take on Dirty Harry in a lot of cases. I mean, for example, he has 3 kills and 20 years on the force. And like, I feel like if Dirty Harry were made in the modern day, he would not kill any people. He would just hurt them. And the game makes it clear
Yeah.
by digging through your old case files that, like, yeah, a lot of times you solve cases by hurting people. There's a case called the unsolvable case that you accidentally solve by beating someone's kneecaps in while drunk.
Oh God.
Um. Anyways, should we just move along, or
Yeah,
we're
yeah. Let's
asking
go.
some questions? All right.
Well, like, yeah.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
May as well. May as well.
Wait. Oh, that's the only option.
Yeah.
Shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
Should we continue to fake it till we make it, or tell them that it wasn't on us?
Ooh. He probably thinks we're an idiot already. Like, you can't bullshit this man? Alright, it wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Man, him being so straight up about everything is just kind of like, damn, I feel
It's
bad
very-
now.
It's kind of comforting in a certain way, right?
In a way, yeah, but at the same time, it's just like, damn, this man has to
Right.
tolerate me this entire time? Are you kidding me? I should really just do better instead of being a fuck up.
This is why it's honestly kind of fun to go sober in this game. Like, it's definitely easier if you use the drugs, especially if you, like, build your thoughts and character in a certain way. But, you know, the challenge of being sober is the point of it, right?
Yeah. It's like Lisa on the Joyless run.
Oh, I gotta play that game.
That game is fucked. That game is fucked.
Do you have it?
I have it. I have the painful and the joyful, I think.
Oh. Maybe sometime we should do.
Oh yeah,
something
for
like
sure.
this.
Cuz like I basically bought it cuz I was like watching a bunch of video essays, and then of course it was like, well, I want to support this. Like even if I don't end up playing it because I know how my catalog is.
What is this? Oh God, what did I just do? What does that mean? Shut the fuck up, stream boo person. How the hell do you delete chats? I don't know how to moderate chat, guys. Chat, how do I moderate this fucking thing? Alright, I can clear it. Okay, well. Okay. And by the way, part of why I love how Kim is written is because, if you pretend to find your badge, he's like, good. In case you didn't, and then says basically all the stuff that he says. So,
Lieutenant Kitsuragi
Alright.
is now in your party.
yeah.
You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Alright, so do we wanna talk to the other NPCs in here or go check out the scene?
Yeah, let's go harass civilians for no reason.
Alright, well we can harass this sleeping man, harass this old lady in a wheelchair, who is actually very nice to us, and again, one of the best characters among all the rest of them. Or we can talk to Gart.
Woman in the chair.
Alright.
Hello, sweetie.
Oh fuck, she's nice. She's adorable. What the fuck? Does that mean you like me? I'm gonna be a self-conscious puppy there.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Aw, shit.
I know, right?
Yeah, she's already goaded. Fuck this.
I'm too old and too married besides.
In another time and place, she might have flirted back, but that ship sailed long ago.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
God
I'm
damn.
Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
See, I have a
Oh,
girlfriend that was born and raised in Appalachia, and whenever she sounds like that, I'm just a weak fucking mess. So like that's why Lena is just like
oh, I love Lena.
hitting buttons for me.
I love Lena. She's so nice. Her husband is a cryptozoologist. It's so funny. You can find Morel, her husband, and Gary, the friend they're staying with. And Morel is a cryptozoologist, and he's looking for a cryptid. And you can have some fun debates on with him about like hobby scientists,
Hmm.
and they kind of live in a society where the rest of the world pursues science as a matter of national policy, but Revachol does not because they've been kicked in the ass by the rest of the world so much. So like cryptozoology is a fringe science, and also they've found like I think two cryptids, and
Hmm.
one of them turned out to be like a species of man that survived for a little bit longer than all the other species of man, besides Homo sapiens. So like we have some weird legends about them. And then the other is like an unfalsifiable hypothesis about like a species of bird that turned into sound waves or something.
Hmm.
Crazy fucking world that we're in right now. But you can have some really fun philosophical debates with him, and then you go to have some fun philosophical debates with the other guy, and his name is Gary the Crypto Fascist.
God. No.
And you can actually he's one of the characters that you can fuck with the most. We actually might wind up fucking with him without even realizing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
In a
Hmm.
little bit.
I'm with that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But also I have a soft spot for him because he like thinks in some ways that I used to. Like he has this real hang up about honor, in a real like European way that Americans don't really have anymore. And like I used to think a lot about honor. I still think a lot about honor, you know. Now I use it as a theme in my fictional writing, but like honor is a fun concept. Playing with different like cultural definitions of honor, seeing what you like the most and what you consider honorable. It's a fun thing to think about. I get that.
Hmm.
And you can like try to set him on the right path, or you can fine him $250 for throwing away garbage in a dumpster that isn't his.
Mm.
This Lena is
I mean, I do like being inconvenient for crypto fascists.
Yeah, it's very fun. I like how this game is very upfront with everyone. Like no one's gonna introduce themselves as a crypto fascist, or like there's an NPC called Racist Lorry Driver.
Oh God.
It's like, okay, great. Well, now that I know that you're racist, I don't have to treat you with the good faith that I do. That like I don't have to treat other racists with good faith, but like they expect me to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Society expects me to for some goddamn reason. Anyways, which of these very shitty things do we want to say to her? You seem to be in a chair. How'd you like to roll with me? Or admit to her that we remember nothing about the world that we're in?
No. No.
I will say, we actually kind of do have to do number 3 because that's part of getting the thought that gives you XP for clicking on the flavor text.
Honestly, then let's go for that. But even like my
And she has very kind and witty responses to the other two. But anyways, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I
I'm not
am
picking
or
on
what I'm
disabled
doing
people. Fuck that.
or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I drank so hard that I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. Or, yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I said anything.
I would go with 2.
You know where we are, right?
Because right now it looks like he's been getting BoJack Horseman wasted.
He most certainly has.
This man got BoJacked.
I have not watched BoJack yet, and I have to, man.
Oh man, we should
it's-
totally watch that shit together.
Yeah, I would honestly love to start doing like Discord movie nights and show nights and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to do a watch through of Deadwood too, because I've been wanting to write a campaign based on Deadwood for a long time, and I have to rewatch it from the beginning so I remember the plot of the first season and the second season for that matter. I'm at like episode 11 or 12 of season 2. And like every HBO show, you know, it goes down the shitter in the last season as HBO all of a sudden says, hey, we're not giving you another season to finish your story.
Like, yeah, it's not super famous now, so like we don't care. It's not famous. It's not super famous enough.
Right. Like Game of Thrones season 8 was one of the biggest fucking TV events ever, but it wasn't super famous enough for HBO. I fucking hate HBO, man. They're going back to HBO Max as their name, and it's like, wow.
It's a huge bullshit operation.
Right. You mean it's a bad idea to completely cut your brand name out of your brand name product? Who would have fucking thought?
And it's not even like do people even know what Cinemax is anymore? Like,
Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And you know, if you wanted to rebrand to Cinemax and go back to that and have like I don't know what Cinemax.
oh
is,
wait,
really.
Max has nothing to do with Cinemax apparently.
Oh my god.
Hold on, let me double check.
So there were like
No, like
from
oh my
god.
So it's just like maximum HBO as opposed to wait.
It's actually maximum.
I'm so confused now. I'm so fucking confused 'cause I'm like,
Dude, oh my god. Okay, side tangent. Easy way to identify an Elon fanboy or Elon himself. Anyone saying the word maximally.
oh
No one
god,
uses that fucking word. I don't even know if it's an actual word.
like, isn't it like I hear maximal and I keep thinking like Beast Wars or something.
Right, like, and the thing is, like, maximal is a word, you know? But maximally? No, man.
Ugh.
It's like, that's like unracistified, you know? I use that word as a joke. I use it as a joke. It's not real. Anyways, where do you think we are? The Whirling Rags? Insulinda? I don't really know, some seedy hotel? A war zone at the end of the world? Or we're dead haunting each other? We're ghosts.
It's Insulinde. Are we regulating blood sugar over here? This is a diabetic game. It's a really sweet game.
I I think that's gonna be my review of Disco Elysium on Steam. Actually, very sweet game. Gave me diabetes. 10 out of 10.
So I got diabetes, like goofy T-shirts, like, oh my god, some douchebag went to insulin day, and all I got was diabetes, and this awful T-shirt.
Speaking of awful T-shirts, I want the "I lost my cheese virginity in Kenosha, Wisconsin" shirt so bad.
What the fuck?
It's oh my god! I saw it as a joke, or it's. I first heard of it as a joke in Goob Smooch short, which is this just random guy, who makes shitty shorts by drawing pictures on paper and taking videos of them. But then I looked at the comments and was like, they were like, "Yeah, the shirt is real, guys." Let me see if I can find it. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on the fucking stream. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, but there we go. Oh, damn it. Open image in new tab. Okay. Let me just drop this in the underground server too. No context. Okay. Now to deal with OBS. There he is. I lost my cheese unity in Kenosha, Wisconsin, with a picture of cheese with
God.
teeth.
That's so fucked.
It's so bad, and it's apparently actual merch for a cheese store in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Like it's apparently a thing you can find in like the Cheese Emporium or something like that. One of the really big ones.
And they got hoodies.
Oh my god! No.
And like, there's other versions out there, but like, it's got to be the one with the toothy cheese. It's got to be cheese teeth.
It's got to be the cheese teeth. I think the cheese teeth might be a Goob Smooch edition, maybe, because it looks like his art style. But it could be the other way around. It could be that he saw it and was like, "Hey, that looks like my art style. I should make a joke about this." Who can fucking say? Anyways,
God.
Where do you think we are? It's not Kenosha, Wisconsin, because we have not yet lost our cheese virginity. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I gave you the knowledge.
I don't want that T-shirt, but I want that T-shirt. It's so stupid.
Neither do I. I'm in the exact same situation. I'm like, why do I need a T-shirt about cheese virginity? Again,
never mind the fact that I've been lost it already. Like, I've been eating cheese all my life.
Hey, but you ain't had you lost your cheese virginity for real unless you had Wisconsin cheese.
Oh, and I gotta
Or
have
like,
it
I don't
in
know,
Wisconsin.
or I guess like French or Italian cheese or whatever. because those are the real cheese cultures. Wisconsin is a fake cheese culture.
So, let's on Diabetes Island.
All right.
Yes, but more specifically on the coast of the city of Revachol in the district of Martinez.
Okay. Or honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
Hmm.
She's
Honestly,
not
I
gonna
don't
tell
know
us.
diddly squat.
Yeah.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
All right. There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Sure, it's the year 973. All I know is we're approaching the end times, or it's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
3.
All right.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm
9
sure there are
years
better
off.
days
8
ahead.
years off.
God damn it.
It's
She's got a
51
personality of warm cookies.
now. Yeah, I know.
She's just sweet as a peach.
Yeah.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin.
Morel is very similar, but he's a very serious scientist, allegedly. So it's a bit harder to crack through his shell. But
I'm beginning to
He's a
suspect that you
big
might
softy,
indeed
too.
be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
again, thank God for Kim Kitsuragi.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Oh, politics question. It's the perfect way to
Man.
end off this little interview. Some kind of democracy. I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary.
What in the
Radios are being-
cryptocurrency bullshit?
Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women, or cop. We are living under the cop regime. These are all awful,
Yeah.
except for maybe 1 and 2.
Like 2 kind of sounds like something that like a reasonable like leftist would say.
Yeah, reasonable leftist, unsubtle, but like whatever.
When do you well, but then again, like when are most leftists good at subtlety?
Fair.
Yeah,
We
like
like to pretend that we are
I'd be
because we're all
hard.
paranoid as fuck, but
I'd be hard pressed to find a subtle leftist, and that's not even to say that there's. I don't think it speaks to necessarily like a lack of intelligence or anything. It's just that like I don't know. It's just I think there are a lot of people that don't think they have to, or they think the subtlety is in the wordiness or the excessive detail.
right.
Like
And it's like,
as
no, man.
we're not good at
And,
being very accessible.
Yeah. Something I've been working on is doing more blunt leftism, like wording my critiques not as big wordy whatevers, and not even trying to be subtle, just being like, hey, this is stupid, we should just help each other instead. you're a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
You know?
Like there's points where it's just like, maybe y'all should care a little bit more about optics instead of just like doing shit because you feel shit.
Right, but also you can make doing shit because you feel shit your optics, right? Like you can make a brand of leftism that is pretty much all about radical empathy and is all about reaching out to the people that you love and you care about and people who are part of those groups too, like I would love to like meet some guys on the coast who would be willing to receive people, refugees under like whatever, I don't know.
That's fair.
Do some fucking mafia collaborating with the Allies shit. Those are some really fun stories, by the way, and real. At least some of them. The Allied militaries cooperating with mafias to take Sicily in Churchill's whole soft underbelly campaign. Anyways, that's
Yeah.
a movie.
Let's
I'd
go
like
with
to
number
make.
two. Let's go with number two. Because, like, this guy seems like a dork.
Oh yeah, we're playing a video game.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweetie,
This guy seems like
it's
a
really
dork.
not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
This is a very sad part of this world. Is a lot of people will tell you that communism is dead. Like even the communists will tell you that, and it's something that I think is it's reflective of our world, but it's reflective very much specifically of like that the area that Estonia is in, if not Estonia specifically, of like of nations that have had this back and forth between like French socialism and the actual Soviets and all these other groups that are vaguely leftist or extremely right wing or whatever. And a lot of I feel like something that they drive home in this game is that part of how you justify living under this regime is saying that all the people who wanting better is punishable by death. All the communists who wanted to like a dictatorship of the proletariat, who wanted the people to rule the people, they're dead. They got lined up against a wall and shot. And they'll do it again. And there's a lot of this game is going back and forth in your own head with other people about it doesn't matter. We should still work for better. We should still try.
Well, yeah. Instead of just like accepting the hopelessness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, let's continue. Let's see.
Sorry.
No, we're good. I'm
Being
just
slow about this.
Called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
Yeah. So this is basically like a colony of the United States, right? Where oh no, we don't influence you. You're just in our zone of control. Yeah, okay, buddy. We don't have our own government. We're not allowed to have police.
But they still have cops.
If there's no government, how come there are cops? Or I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed.
I guess number one, that's a good question.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
So, how did I do? What is the revolution? Or who could tell me more?
Probably.
You got chopped up a bit. What was that?
One. Let's do one.
All right.
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Should we
Well,
ask about the
conclude.
revolution?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
All right. You want to go back to one of the first two, or just go?
Let's go.
Of course, dear.
I feel like we
Good
have
luck with
bugged
your
this
case.
nice lady enough.
All right. It is. Oh, with that autosave, I think we should. I think we should stop for tonight. I know we didn't do much,
Okay.
but it is getting.
It was
late
still
out
interesting
here
to
in the
look
city.
at.
Oh yeah, yeah. And hopefully we can continue this next week, the following, make this a semi-regular thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for anyone who tuned in. I am Spike Bones. This is with Mel Redgrave.
Mel. Yeah.
And we are on xundergroundshy.com. If you want to read our we don't have the gaming webzine out yet, but whatever. I have a book in their webzine if you want to read some of my literature. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in, and arrivederci, amici.